What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Mix in Chat. I'm your boy Javi, here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo, what's up?
Now let's get into it. So let's get straight into it. D-Lo, what's your number this week?
Actually, since I'm getting closer and closer to starting this new job on Monday, I'm sitting about a 9 right now.
I know that's right. Come on, man. That's great.
Yeah.
I know that's right. You got your monitors up. They sent you the stuff.
Yeah.
Bad.
No.
I didn't even realize it until just now. That's crazy. And we've been sitting here all this time. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got all my login stuff yesterday and did all that. So
Facts,
getting
bro.
closer.
I want to do it now. This shit looks dope.
No.
That's what's up. So do you have to return it if you leave the job?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a boo. Y'all gonna have to come get this shit.
Yeah, it's actually nicer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
They
so-
about to have you doing some legit shit.
Yeah, so
They gonna make you put your money's worth in.
Oh yeah, the only thing I need to
On
do.
these keys.
The only thing I want to do is get a wireless keyboard and mouse.
Facts.
So,
Facts. But
what's your number, man?
sitting at a 9, I'm sitting at a 8.5. I would
Alright.
give it an 8.5,
All right.
maybe a 9. I'm going to Cedar Point tomorrow, so I'm interested in seeing how that turns out to look. But I think it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
think
When you get back for that?
So I get back on Sunday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
A little 2-day action,
Yeah.
get into it. Yeah, but for sure, I'm sitting at an 8.5, 9. Y'all know my birthday just passed, so 34 years old. Ain't that some shit?
Man, I remember I was 34.
Man,
It seems like forever ago, but it was just 4 years ago.
I wish I was still 33. Oh my gosh, I wish I was still 33.
Man.
Not 33, but there was so much that's happened
Yeah.
just in the last couple of days. So yeah, and for those of y'all, yes, we are dropping 2 episodes within the first in 2 days of each other, just because I haven't been able to upload on here for some reason. But now I figured it out, so we're gonna get the video that you heard before this out soon after this one will come out. But get into that. But some things that happened.
A lot.
Yes. Starting with so SpaceX had their little walk.
Yep.
That was pretty cool. The presidential debates,
Which was.
and we'll get into it. And another thing was Megan Thee Stallion hosted the VMAs this year, and there were some interesting looks. There were some fun giddies,
And the funny thing about that was that there was I didn't hear nothing about it. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know she was because usually they have some commercial or something.
But I don't watch TV enough to even know.
You're right about that.
And I don't get on the line as much. I said on the line. I don't get online as much. So they might have been promoting it. I'm sure Megan was promoting it on her YouTube channel or and Instagram and TikTok and all over it. But yeah, that was exciting. So I think we're gonna start off with that. What you think? We're gonna start off with that, yeah, because it was a lot of tea. It'll get y'all hype. Let's do it. So Megan Thee Stallion hosted, and baby, when I tell you, she came out in some looks.
Yeah, she did.
She gave a nod to the Olympics, the Olympic gold medalist, by wearing a leotard that looked just like one that they would wear, and she was caking. She was caking hard. Them cakes was sitting.
Yeah.
And them heels was nice. She had on some white heels with it, so it was a white suit. And it was very interesting. And it said VMAs in a shiny print on the bust of it. So cute. So some things that happened was Halsey also wore something vintage. She wore something vintage from 1994, which was made for a model to wear, and she paid homage to the vintage times. And Sabrina Carpenter, I think that's her name, Sabrina Carpenter. She paid homage to Madonna while wearing a Madonna-inspired look, and when she was performing, she snatched stuff off of it, and it turned into a whole nother dress, which was really cute. And it had this little kiss by her hip, her butt, It was nice. What did you think? What was keep stickouts for you?
One, I would have to say the LL Cool J performance.
Yes.
And
Oh my
actually,
gosh.
I'm glad to hear that he's coming back out with stuff.
Yeah, he's got an album that came out last week. What is
Yeah.
it? What's the name of it?
You
gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
gonna
great.
look it up.
Yeah,
real
look
quick.
it up. But he,
I did actually caught a catch a glimpse of the new song he did. Off of it.
When?
It was off of Facebook. It was just like check out. But it was like I think it was for like the Apple Music.
Oh,
it was
got
like
you.
check out LL Cool J's new stuff. And I was like, and it plays a little short video of it. So it sounds pretty dope though.
But he threw down at the awards.
Oh yeah, it had Public Enemy come out and everything.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was dope. But yeah, I'm interested to hear what his music is.
It's called The Force.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Come on, The Force.
Yeah.
You better give it to him, The Force. But he did those '90s hip hop classics that we all love and enjoy, and that was fun to watch.
I mean, honestly,
the dancers was throwing.
Yeah, they was.
They
was putting it down. And then, but no, it's actually refreshing here seeing like these older artists come out. Mm-hmm. Especially in the hip hop world because it's just been dry of hip hop. You know
it has it's lost its essence, and I'm glad that somebody's doing something about it.
Yeah, so
for sure. So some of the awards that were given out was the video Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, and that was given to Katy Perry. Mm-hmm. And she made this big old speech about just how you just have to block out the noise. And just go for it. That's how she's gotten as far as she has, which was beautiful. She also won the Most Iconic Performance Award for her 2013 Roar performance that she did back then, and it was sickening too.
Yeah,
where she came in on the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where she walked across the people.
Yeah, that was dope. But other performances were Camila Cabello, and she did a new song called Godspeed, and then her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, y'all know they still probably talking though, period. We don't know, it's nothing's confirmed, but I'm just saying they look like they had some feelings still there. Shawn Mendes, he performed one of his new songs, Nobody Knows. All these people coming out with music, my ears are about to be ringing.
Yeah, it's
because I love all of these people I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then I think they had performances from Teddy Sims.
Ooh.
And so it was, which I like his song "Lose Control." You know, it's some of his music. It's very soulful. So
yeah,
I dig that.
And then Halsey, she performed too.
Yeah.
But she changed up her look and she took her long red wig off that she had on, right, and had a pixie cut on. It was cute. The look was cute. Yes.
And then they even had Eminem perform Houdini.
Okay,
and,
come on, Houdini.
Of course, he did his little Slim Shady lookalikes on the stage. Yes. And it's it's cool.
All of them kind of resembled him though. That was crazy.
Yeah, but
it threw me off.
It's kind of played out now.
Are these all your cousins?
The whole Slim Shady stand up is played out. So.
Facts.
It's played out.
So another award that was won was by Taya from South Africa. The Make Me Flat, Make Me Harder. Her. She won the Best Afrobeats award, but of course, her beat ate for a minute. She really did the thing. But the most decorated person of the night, of course, Taylor Swift, honey. Miss Taylor. She had 12 nominations and she won 7 awards, which was sickening. Kudos. I'm tapping fingers, girl. You're not seeing it, but I won't clap. But 2 of those major awards was the Video of the Year and the Artist of the Year award, which she won twice.
Yeah.
And then they decided to open their mouths.
And how long ago was it? It was. How long did he say it was? 10 years or 15 years after That whole Kanye West.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I would say around 10, maybe 13, 14 years. Yeah. It has to be. I think. And was now, it in 2013 or 2010? I can't remember.
But yeah, it's since then she's won a lot of.
She's won a lot of Artist of the Years, y'all. Like she's won it. Well, no, she's won it twice consecutively. But Beyonce's never won it once.
Really?
Yeah, and my theory is Beyonce's never won it once because of what Kanye did on stage during Taylor's acceptance speech.
Yeah, we all know that was his downfall.
That was his downfall, and it kind of messed up Beyonce from getting that award because it's like now they're proving a point.
That was his downfall from the Illuminati, y'all. We seen it.
It was like because Taylor's winning all the awards and Beyonce still hasn't won one. Like as far as the video music the award,
yeah, that's crazy. I thought she at least won it once,
but she tied. No, they tied.
She's been out a lot longer than Taylor Swift.
Oh yes, But you gotta also know that she was also not a solo artist that whole time.
I know she did Destiny's Child and stuff like that, but I think she even split off from Destiny's Child before Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if she's won. I don't think she's ever won a video music award because she even refers to it in one of her songs.
Yeah. And that's what me and Tamara was talking about one day. It was like we started thinking about it, and there was a video that came on. It was talking about how some of these known actors and stuff haven't won these certain awards.
Yeah,
it's kind of like and you look back at it and you're like, I kind of swear I thought they won one, but no, they ain't never won one. It's crazy how you look back at it. It's wild.
Yeah. But they said that her and Beyonce are now tied with 30 Moon Men. They've won over their careers. So that goes to show you that Beyonce was out longer than Taylor Swift, but at a certain point, they jolted her from winning.
And I will have to say, it's kind of interesting how they kept the Moon Men for the VMAs when that was the MTV Awards.
Facts.
Because I thought the VMAs had their own award. Because it was split off there for a while.
Wild. But speaking of Moon Men, when we come back in just a second, we're going to get over into SpaceX, y'all. No, I don't want to talk about SpaceX right now. No, I do not. I want to continue down this a little bit. I think there's a little more that we can talk about with this. Especially how Taylor decided that she wanted to endorse her particular candidate when she endorsed him. When we come back, y'all, in just a second, we gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Because that was a whole big uproar, not in a bad way, but Trump did also have a little say about the situation. So when we come back, we're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna transition over into our next topic.
Yeah.
All right. See you in a second. Welcome back, y'all. And D-Lo, what about Taylor?
Man, apparently she dropped her nomination for Kamala.
Okay, Kamala, Miss Harris.
Yeah, so
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, we kind of seen that coming because Trump did try to do his whole AI little.
Yeah, I was telling you about that. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's which I thought was coming. I knew it was coming.
I wasn't surprised at all.
It was I don't know, but it was definitely shocking the way she did it.
Yeah,
the timing of when she did it.
Yeah, because she did it literally right after the debate.
Yeah.
So that means she was watching, and we was watching too.
Man.
But she also was there with her friend and shit. Kind of talked about the support that she had with Post Malone, which is very weird to think about, but it's pretty cool because he seems like a down to earth dude.
Yeah, no,
he just has a lot of tattoos all over his body. And
anybody that's came in the
I still think he's kind of
somebody that everybody that he's had an encounter with says he's a down to earth guy.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Even Beyonce's worked with him.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome of a person.
Yeah, no, he's worked with
Beyonce's
worked a lot. He's worked with a lot of people. He's done stuff with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, he does country music too.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying. Like he's like the one artist that can hop in between genres, just because that's what he's known for.
Yeah,
and he does it well.
Period.
So I don't know. I've always been a fan of Post Malone. So
yeah, I like Post. I like his music too. But speaking of Post, have you seen the headline posts here lately about the debates that we experienced the other day?
Yeah. You know, I've seen some that what was it? Fox News says that that Donald Trump was running away, that it nudged him up.
Yeah,
like he won the debate and all that.
Yeah. Craziness.
Oh man.
Like
he did
they
not
swept it down that he won that.
Yeah.
And they need to sweep it down that they need to go back to church or go get their ass checked or get their hearing checked. Like real bad.
They didn't
real bad.
He did not win that at all.
At all. So it was started out with him just kind of like talking about she doesn't have a plan. Like she doesn't have a plan. She's biting off Biden's plan.
Yeah.
Like all she's doing is using his plan. She copied his plan, and that's what she's using. And then she comes back with talking about the affordable housing and how it's really bad now. And she has this plan to get it all together. Like it was very like cutthroat. Like, but you could tell. Like, did you see Kamala's face?
Oh, when he started mentioning about her dad, I thought the earrings was about to come off.
Fact. But like. She just kept giving him the most like, "Are you serious?" types looks.
Yeah,
like the USA for real. she was showing us through her facial expressions that there was bullshit in the room.
Yep.
And she had her nose fronted up in that direction, honey.
Yeah, and it's crazy now that some of the Trump supporters are coming out saying that her earrings are this special microphone
headphones, like they can talk to you through your ear while you're up there, girl. And if they gave her great advice, insulate. But I don't think that was the case.
No, because I mean, how are you supposed to get the sound from your earlobe?
They would just get it from anywhere. You know, they would just get at her for anything. And then, did you see that one of our people on the Democratic side posted? No, I actually think that the person was a Republican because I seen it on Twitter. She posted an actual picture of the earrings from Tiffany and Company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So debunked.
And then
that's funny.
And then also two surprising endorsements that she got. I think it was before the debate. Was Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney.
Oh, she got an endorsement from the Cheneys. Come on, Cheneys. But that's great because I feel like she needs to be president. I feel like that's what it is. Well, I got her name spelled as Camel on here at least one time. I don't mean it, but. Love her down, but she kind of resembles one. Not to give it too much. She's a beautiful woman, but her features are very like announced. Like I'm not trying to be rude, y'all. I'm not trying to come for our president. But let me change the subject because I felt like I was still coming for her. But she talked about the affordable housing and how it was before Trump got there. I mean, when Trump left it, and what he's done to like kind of do bad against our country, and they've had to clean up, and how they've been cleaning up for the last several years. Trump's mess that he left them with. She talked about how she had this affordable housing plan that would provide tax cuts for smaller like people. Like I'm not saying that they're smaller or we're smaller, but like the lower house people.
Yeah.
And she kind of just talked about like her plans on giving them $4,000 tax cuts instead of Trump, who has plans to provide tax cuts for the bigger corporations.
Yeah, and then that she was going to, I think it was like have tax cuts or grant opportunities for small business owners.
Yeah. She Donald Trump was mad though. He was like the administration destroys this country. I don't know if I sound like him. Probably not. You didn't even give me the second look. He also called her a Marxist.
I know.
I don't know what that means.
A Marxist is basically a communist.
Oh God, grow up. It said that the immigrants that they're letting into this country are destroying this country. As far as the, is also what he said.
I know. Has anybody got a hold of anybody in Springfield and see if their dogs and pets are okay?
Facts, because they were eating them.
Yeah,
and she looked at him and was like, a little level of crazy.
Yeah, like that. But he went to the extreme with that.
Yeah, like he really tried to snag the attention back on him, honey. And we just all looked at you with a side brow and what the F on our faces.
And then he really lost composure when she brought up his crowd size.
Honey, yes. He was livid. He went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
After that moment, he was not in control of what he said or what he did.
No, that was the moment where you seen the,
the spiral out of control is what you just heard.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
that's wild. That was wild. That was wild.
Boy, you just seen he just looked like Eeyore,
But his makeup job was real bad. It was real bad. It was awful. Or his makeup, or his tan, or both. They shouldn't have done that man like that.
And I mean, he fell in. And see, that's the funny thing too, and how he kept saying that all these leaders and all these world leaders and stuff like that is gonna manipulate her and stuff like. Boy, she manipulated you for 90 minutes.
Fact.
And you fell into it. Every hook and sinker on there. You fell into it.
Facts. You proved to us that you couldn't contain yourself when people saying bad things about you. You want to fight. You want to go to war.
Did you see when Did you see when the narrator
facts on you?
The monitor, he was asked him about January 6th.
Yeah.
And he said he just showed up because he just showed up for a speech. I don't control that. Nancy Pelosi does that. Yeah, I just showed up for a speech. When you posted saying everybody come down, it's gonna be it's gonna be wild, and then now
I just showed up.
Yeah,
girl, go sit your ass down.
You was the captain of the ship. We know this.
Facts. You antagonized all that. But then Kamala also talked about, look, we just jumping right back into it. Kamala also said that he selected 3 justices who helped him to overturn Roe versus Wade, and it's a violation of human rights. Women should not be told what to do with their bodies. And even the former Trump administration is against him.
Oh yeah.
They have said that there's no way if he gets back in office this shit's gonna be what it needs to be. They are talking about he's wanting to throw and destroy the Constitution. That is some major allegations.
And I thought it was I don't know if she did it or not, but it was a very strong statement when she walked up to him in the beginning and shook his hand and said Kamala Harris. I'm not Biden.
Right.
And then he tried to flip it and say something about Biden. She was like, no, I'm not Biden.
Facts. My thing was when she walked up to him and had to walk all the way over to his podium because he wasn't even going to shake her hand.
Yeah.
That's the tea.
Yeah.
She literally walked all the way to his podium in the beginning. He wasn't coming towards her. He wasn't going to come and shake her hand. He would have been glad with just waving his hand up.
Yeah.
That's how crazy it was. But she commanded his attention. That's for sure. Speaking of him, he promised that if he got reelected, that he would settle the Middle Eastern war and the Ukraine war wouldn't even have happened. And Kamala was like, well, he wants to be a dictator. He's in cahoots with all these dictators.
Oh, yeah.
They all love him. They want him because he has the same ideology as them. You want to be a dictator. Says that he agrees with the Ukraine war and was told, and he even said, it's wonderful that it how it happened. You making it sound like it's a good thing that it happened, but it's awful that America couldn't stop it. That's what it gave to me.
Yeah, especially when I lost my train of thought on it. But when he was sitting there talking about it, he said he would, not that he wouldn't solve it or get it done. He was talking about he would solve it before he was in office. And so, yeah. So and then,
yeah. I was surprised.
He said he was taught before he was even in office. Like, how you gonna do that?
Facts. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, it's weird that people don't see that. There's so many people that are like living that delusion.
Yeah, and then he was getting, he would let Putin say. He said Putin could do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
And then him and Kim Jong-un was writing love letters to each other.
Facts. Facts. Like, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, y'all not seeing what we're seeing? Is it like y'all blinded? Y'all willing to follow him into the end of time? Because, like, bro, that's what he wants.
Even in the first debate, he, like, with Biden, he said that when they was bringing up the whole Ukraine thing, and he was like, well, that was Putin's dream.
Yeah.
Like...
And you're saying that, okay, it's wonderful how it happened. Like, what does that mean, bro? Like, it's a great thing that it happened, but America couldn't stop it. So it's a wonderful thing that it happened because it really shows your character. Like, bro, you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Allegedly, you probably knew it was going to happen. You were just like, okay, well, do it. Do whatever you want. Like, that's not cool. So people are really out there tripping, talking about they're going to vote for this man for president. But that's my own professional feelings. It pisses me off so bad.
Yeah,
about politics, I'm telling you. But even like Donald Trump is saying that he's saying that they are allowing too many people into the country. Like the Biden and Harrison campaign are allowing too many people into the country.
I know, and apparently there's apparently a Venezuela gang in Detroit that has been going up to people's doors with guns and knocking on it and stuff like that. And actually, it's turned to a whole big thing that the Hell's Angels may go and retaliate against them. Mm. Like, they have this whole video talking about, we ain't the people you want to mess with. Just get out the country and all this. Like, because what people don't know is like people, like the Hell's Angels and things like that. Some of them actually do good for their communities. They stick up for the communities. They do.
They really do. I've seen like different like videos on Facebook and TikTok talking about.
Yeah, So they do help out their communities and what they. I mean, now their methods might be a little on the illegal side and
Facts.
whatnot.
Facts. But they get it done.
Yeah. So,
they might not get the money the way that we think that they should, but they do good things.
Yeah. So, period. But yeah. So then he started going on a whole rant about how these Haitian immigrants are eating people's pets and dogs and cats.
That was wild.
Springfield, Illinois. Springfield, Ohio.
Springfield, Ohio came out of nowhere, and then and the moderator was like, we actually fact checked that, and the mayor has said there's no such thing going on. Like,
and they fact checked it. Like, he knew. Yeah, they knew he was going to say that.
Gonna bring it up. Like, they probably did. Something has to have happened to where they did, but yeah, that was wild. And then they kept cutting each other off, and not really they, but Donald kept cutting off her. He was pissed.
Yeah. Oh,
after she spoke on that, he was floored.
Yeah, he roped in. he got roped into that worse than Draymond Green in 2016 with LeBron.
It was bad. I don't understand how people could even see him as a viable candidate for office.
I can't.
Like, I know I was undecided for a minute. It was just because, like, he was so awful and Joe was so bad,
Yeah. I just...
That's how it was. Like, he was awful as a president, and Joe was just bad.
Yeah.
He wasn't, like, bad as far as, like, a bad
president, and that's the thing.
He was bad as far as, like, he was gone.
And that's the thing, too. Like, when he brought up, when they brought up about, she ain't gonna get nothing done because with the 50-50 split of the House and the Senate, it's hard to get anything done. I'm like, well, stop telling your people to holding things back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you get people on board with the president and he's gonna respectively bow out?
Yeah, and that's the thing that what people don't understand is with the Biden term, he's had a 50-50 split through the whole entire thing. Facts. So they can block anything the Democrats are trying to do.
Facts.
And it's been government shutdowns after government shutdown because the Republicans don't want to agree on the bill because they want to slip something in when they're talking about the government funding. They want to slip some little bill in that shouldn't be
to
there.
Help them out, yeah. Speaking of those, yeah, I just don't think that we should even consider Trump as somebody that needs to be in there because the bad thing is he's in control of that.
Yeah.
So if she becomes president, is it going to be worth our while? That's my question.
The only thing I'd probably say...
With him, like, having so many, like, influences on people.
So if... I would honestly say that maybe if those Republicans stay on her side...
I hope so.
Throughout their term.
I hope they flip.
You know what I'm saying? So that way, not really flip, but just still stay Republican, but still don't try to block everything. Like
the other Republicans. Listen to me. I hope they flip to Democrat. No.
Like, I mean, all they gotta do is just keep their support and not fall in line with trying to block everything and get nothing done.
Facts. Like, just stay on as a Republican and just block they shit.
Yeah, like block their votes. You know?
Help us. But then they're gonna vote you out the Republican House. Is that how it works?
I mean, they can get. I mean, it could be used as ammo for their re-election.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's getting things done, they can't really say nothing because then they can still. And see, that's another thing too, because they can piggyback off of what if it's something good policy. Mm-hmm. It's something they can piggyback. Oh well, we helped get this done. You know.
Hell yeah.
You know, they don't think about it like that. They're just like,
look how this is looking for you.
Yeah.
I didn't do this for me. I did this for us.
So then they don't really think about that. They're just thinking about, well, I just got to do the Donald Trump thing and block everything and do what he tells me because he's probably got some type of blackmail against me.
Facts. Or he's got all this money he's throwing at me for doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you can't really say that because, I mean, he is being one of his counts of tax fraud, so he ain't got no money.
No, he got money. If he ain't got money, his family got money. His daughters and his sons.
That's why he's getting donors to pay for his legal fees.
He's using what's his son's name? The youngest one. He's using his funds right now.
Oh Lord,
little Barron. He's using Barron's funds because we know that little boy's loaded, and he looks like however old he is, age of Donald Trump. He looks just like that man.
Oh yeah.
Just like that man. That is insane. We're gonna have a Donald and a Barron running around here looking identical, and then Barron's gonna have a Donald, and Donald's gonna have a Barron. You know, it's gonna be so crazy. There's always gonna be a Donald and a Barron in the world. They're just gonna start reproducing. I'm gonna name my son after me. I'm after my dad. Then he named his son Donald. And then his son grows up and name his son Barron. That'll be crazy. That's how it works, though.
Yeah, it's family names, man.
Yeah.
Especially in them type of families, they just recycle the names. Like you'll probably have a 50 a Donald the 55 or something like that.
Oh my God. Speaking of, I was at never mind. Can't even speak on it. It's a party foul. There was this person that I ran into, and I was like, oh my God, like, your name is such and such. That name I know from school. I went to school with such and such. He's probably your grandson. And he was like, well, what year did you graduate? And I was like, I graduated in 2008. And he was like, wow. I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I think you might have known my nephew. And I'm like, but your name is the junior version of his name. So how does that work? And you're like older.
Well, after the juniors, that's when it becomes like
the third.
The third, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying his dad before him was already named that. And he was the senior. You're the junior. Your nephew? Did you not have a kid and name him that? Why is it your nephew? You know?
Yeah,
but would the nephew be the third?
Well, yeah, because it's just in the family name. Like...
But that would be so awkward. This is your daddy? No, that's my uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think a father-son would be a senior and a junior, and then a third.
Yeah.
So are both of his dad and his uncle's name is that name?
Probably, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
His dad named both of them the same age? The same name?
Yeah. Like,
it's possible?
Yeah. I mean,
people do that. Me and my brother's name are Javi.
Well, it's like the same exact name. Like Cha Cha from He's the Third.
Okay. Is his dad? Is his uncle?
No, I think it's like grandfather, father, and then him.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so
maybe he was just named after his uncle. That'll make him a third.
Maybe well, if it's a third person in that family that has the name, that same exact name,
but it has to go. But
it has the full name. I don't know how that works.
Because I don't think that person's name has a junior or anything on it. If I look at it, I can't remember though because I wasn't that close to him. I just knew the name was a very not common name, and he had to be related to the person that.
You talking to somebody that didn't know about second, third, fourth cousins until I was 18 years old.
So I just knew
I had over 100 cousins, and I just knew they was cousins. I didn't care if they was the third, the fourth, fifth.
It's my cousin Sandy. Oh, that's Sandy's cousin Bob. I guess that's my cousin too.
Like I didn't know about the third cousins, fourth cousins until I was 18 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, it was like I said.
Mean? No, just
like I always it just I have my mom's side of the family is really big.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like our Christmas was like 300 people.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it was.
That was my whole wedding.
Like so. Our holidays was like my mom's side of the family is like really.
What
big.
were y'all gathering in a mansion? I mean,
no, it was a little farmhouse. What you gotta think about?
Ain't no little farmhouse. It was a big ass house.
No, it was a little farmhouse.
So everybody was out there.
No,
300 people.
Well, you gotta think because like my great grandmother had 13 kids, 12 alive.
Ooh.
And then they had kids.
They had kids.
So yeah, it was.
Oh Lord, y'all had that was not a family reunion. That was a cult. You had a Donald Trump brigade. No, just playing. No intentions on that.
Yeah, it was fun nonetheless. Though it was. That's why I had to when I brought people over because we could bring whoever they wanted. Like it wasn't just strictly family.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying? Like you get brought in, then you get brought in. You know,
it was once we say you family, you family.
Yeah, but it was like
you better come to this barbecue.
But I had to warn people. I'm like, all right, it's gonna get overwhelming. It's gonna
what do you mean?
It's a lot of people.
Oh. I was like, hold on, what is?
No, I had to warn people. Like, look, you're about to walk into a house with like 350 people.
Lord, I thought you were like it's overwhelming. Like these people are about to be all up on you. Like want to ask you a million questions.
Well, yeah, that too.
You said that too. Oh God, girl, you gotta give me a melatonin before I go see your family.
Yeah, it was interesting nonetheless. That was good times. But
it sounds like it would be fun. All that family.
Yeah.
You would walk around a corner and never be bored with who you see because you're.
Oh yeah, you are constantly in conversation.
Yeah, like oh my God, I didn't even know you were here. Oh my God, oh my God. You would never be able to eat. I'm gonna eat though.
Oh no, when it was time to eat, it was time to eat.
I'm gonna be in the corner and just eating all the food, so don't nobody get none.
Trust me, that was.
I want the mac and cheese.
Trust me, that was the thing about that. There was plenty of food. There was even plenty of food that she would my great grandmother and make sure you had plates to take home.
Period.
You know what I mean? Like,
may I have two? Cause my mama's hungry too. I don't even live with my
grabbed I grabbed like 3 or 4 because I took a plate to my dad.
Oh,
so okay. I grabbed like 3 or 4. I had I need
leftovers for 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
God. I'm right there with you. I know it. I didn't for a really long time, but that's when I was skinny. I done gained weight now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and it might not even make it to tomorrow because I might finish it off tonight. On God. But yeah, there's been a lot that has went on this week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. I'm excited. What else has been going on? The Circle. Did you watch it?
We actually got to the third episode.
Don't you tell me a soul. Don't you say nothing to me. Just tell me, is it good?
Yeah.
Don't give me
interesting.
Don't give me no spoilers.
No, it's been interesting.
I'm excited. So that's out.
Yeah, and then did you hear about what happened with they already had the halftime show already announced?
Yes, and it's going up.
It's juicy.
Lil Wayne does not feel good about it.
Nobody from Cash Money. Anybody that had
Nicki
a part
said
in
something.
Yeah.
Who else? Birdman has responded to it. Lil Wayne is devastated. I don't think I've heard anything from Drake though.
No, he did say something.
He would want to.
You know, he's probably got his ghostwriter.
But they think it's Jay-Z's fault.
Yeah, well, I mean,
think it's because
he's had a hand in each performance since 2019. I know,
but do you really think that he was like, okay, yeah, no, we can't use him. Don't use him. I don't think we should use him.
I don't know who has been after this whole Diddy thing, and then Jay-Z's getting put with that. I don't know who's all have beat.
My question is, what song is he gonna play that appeals to the people but is not vulgar and does not have anything to do with like super sexual type of talk
or anything that has to do with LA
or drugs? What song can he use?
Are we talking about Kendrick Lamar?
No.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, no, they would have he would do songs about he'd probably be one of those things. He'd have everybody from Cash Money come out.
Most of his songs would be bleeped.
Time. But I mean, it's probably one of those things. They'd probably do like what Dre did, would have everybody come out. Because I mean, he had Hot Boys.
He had a lot of people.
Juvenile.
But why? I mean, he wants to headline it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be him. Headline. Yeah, it would be him headlining. But they could have a whole lineup.
Maybe he'll
Dre
be featured with Kendrick while he's blowing it up too hard. But he wants to be the main.
Yeah.
The main visual, But my thing is, I
don't know the way they're talking. I don't think.
Is Lil Wayne still dropping music? I think it's Wayne now, but I haven't heard of him dropping music in a really long time. Is this because you need a payday? Is that why you're so
actually, from what I hear, the Super Bowl, they don't get paid for the Super Bowl. They don't get paid for the Super Bowl.
Maybe I'm wrong. They don't?
No.
I thought they did.
No, they rely on the endorsement pays that they get. Like commercials and stuff like that.
But my thing is, Beyonce had the top. Look at me bringing Beyonce back into it. Beyonce had the top commercial, but she wasn't in the Super Bowl. Is that why?
Yeah.
Because her husband is all the way up in there. You like how I said it? All the way up in there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Though. They
and that's about to come back out, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God! All the good shows. Soon.
Yeah.
Like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh God, y'all! I'm so excited. The Floor is coming back out with another episode.
Right after The Masked Singer.
Yes. Oh. Have you ever had hairs on your back and then you have a shirt and you move a certain way and the shirt grabs the hair on your back? Oh my God! I just felt like I got stung by a bee. It was so bad. It was so bad. But I'm devastated, y'all.
So yeah, that's another thing too that I'm kind of.
I still feel it.
Interested to see how that plays out, because like I said, Lil Wayne is giving Jay-Z no love
at all.
He
took it to heart, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and it makes sense. I mean,
is this because of our beef we had back in the day? You still taking this out on me,
Well, I mean, you did see what you did. You did hear what happened to 50 Cent when they had Dre do their halftime show, and Jay-Z didn't want 50 there, and then Eminem told him that if 50 couldn't perform, he wouldn't perform.
Damn.
And guess who was in the Super Bowl? And guess who was part of the Super Bowl halftime?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I just know that it would make sense that if we're going to have it in New Orleans and you have the famous person from New Orleans to perform.
So do you think that Kendrick Lamar should be like, I'm not performing unless you bring Lil Wayne? Do you think he's going to get flack for that? So why ain't Kendrick Lamar refused to do it if Lil Wayne couldn't do it, you know? Is there bad blood there now?
Yeah, I'm not sure about all that.
It's wild.
And it probably could have happened if they didn't come out and protested so bad. Like they was livid.
It was
so
deep.
And I don't really necessarily think it's more Kendrick Lamar as it is Jay-Z.
You think it's Jay-Z? That's what I'm saying. Is Kendrick Lamar gonna get flack for this, even though he?
I haven't heard anything. It's more all directed toward Jay-Z.
Facts. Just hope it stays that way.
So,
but I don't got nothing against Jay-Z. Like, I love his wife though. Period.
I don't know. They may have a little beef. They may have a little beef with Kendrick Lamar from where him and Drake's been going at it.
Of course they do.
You know,
maybe they think that's Jay-Z saying like, "Ooh, yeah, I'm rocking with Kendrick and not y'all." But Nicki's been having a problem for a really long time because she feels like Jay-Z's trying to replace her as the top female rap artist with Megan Thee Stallion. So that dates back to that. So there could be tea. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh God, yeah. That's why there was that's part of the beef between Megan and Nicki.
Oh.
It stems back to that.
See, I didn't know where that stemmed from.
She wanted to be on Jay-Z's label, and Jay-Z wouldn't let her, and he hired Megan Thee Stallion, brought Megan Thee Stallion on, and she's like, "Oh, you're trying to throw her out to block me from my blessings." Like,
I thought it was like a kind of like a Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing where one said something about the other one on the record, and then it kind of snapped back. You know?
No, this one's different, but yeah, that too. Like they beefing about that too. There's different angles to it.
See, I didn't know the different angles. I just saw that angle. Yeah, see, I didn't know.
That's what I'm here for, is to enlighten you, and you to enlighten me.
So, like, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even know all that, but yeah. So yeah, that's something. And then got the whole SpaceX thing that's going on with the Polaris.
The people in outer space, they are really giving it to us up there. I'm kind of feeling like it might be a little staged. It just gives me that vibe.
I just wish they had a different angle because they're like when I looked it up, they had them angled. The camera angle showed the Earth behind them, and that's kind of what you want to see.
Yeah, that's what we want to see, baby. I was seeing them in a black room. Solid black room. That's what it felt like to me. Like there was nothing up there. And it was 30-minute intervals that they were outside of the tube in.
Yeah, because the whole reason was the whole reason. One, it was civilians that went up.
Facts. That's cool.
And then, that's intriguing. But the whole mission was for them to test out the new suits.
SpaceX and the suits look strange a little bit too. When they sitting in that seat, they look fine. But when they were out in that craft, outside of the craft in outer space, quote unquote, because I'm still not convinced yet. I need to see different angles, y'all. They really looked robotic to me. Yeah, it didn't look like a natural movement until she kind of started twisting her arm, and I was like, okay, she's trying to dirty wine out in the out in outer space, lady. But it was very interesting to watch. And you said they were something like the furthest out they've ever been to.
Yeah, so it was the first spacewalk for civilians at the height that they was at. It was the furthest we have been since the Apollo mission with the moon landing.
Okay. So What exactly were they doing as far as like when you say spacewalk, we think standing out, walking on like the moon, walking on the aircraft. What were they doing?
Yeah, see, it was kind of interesting because what I kept seeing was just them just like moving around, and then they kind of would like say what's happening with their body.
Did they fully leave the suit? I mean, did they fully leave the?
No, like they didn't go out. Like it just the top opened up, and they just kind of like peeked their head out and kind of looked around and moved around. So like when I think of spacewalk, you're outside of the spaceship, and you're just like kind of like floating around. You know?
No, it wasn't none of that.
Like, and honestly, I don't like. Normally, when you hear spacewalk, it deals with people on the ISS that's actually like walking around on the surface of the ISS.
Yeah,
you know, like you would think they have something to actually walk on, and not just like being out there. You know, so I don't even know what they mean by spacewalk.
Yeah, it was strange. I didn't get what that meant. Like we just was gonna. I can see because they did look like they walked up a ladder and back down a little bit, but it wasn't really like I said, it was very robotic. I need to see a different angle. I need to see the angle that you said was showing on the cover.
Yeah, like but
that's what I need to see,
and that's why I try to click on everything that had the template of that view.
Yeah,
and it just showed the view that we kept seeing.
My question is, where did they find Mr. Jared, Mr. Scott, Mr. Anna, and Mr. Sarah? Because I know that they said the two of them were workers of SpaceX.
Well, yeah. So I think one of them was an engineer.
Okay.
And then the other ones actually were pilots. One was a billionaire, and but I think they're in their own right, they're accomplished pilots.
Facts.
So it's not like they didn't. So it wasn't like they just plucked two
random
civilians. Yeah. Like, no, they actually had something to do. It's just
they had their backgrounds.
Being an astronaut is actually a different, like, actually qualifications.
So can they consider themselves astronauts now that they've?
I mean, I guess it's the same thing
in outer
space. It's the same thing with the billionaire that flew into orbit. You know,
let me see how they are in a couple of years and see if their bodies are different. If they've went up there and it altered their lives in any major way as far as health or anything like that.
Yeah, because I mean, they say once you like spending like a minute out there, it's like, you know, almost like 2 years on Earth. So, or something like that.
Time is just a conception.
It's time is different out there. That's why when you see like some astronauts, they do like a little stint, like a year, and they come back and their hair's grayer.
Yes. No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
They age different up there.
Yeah, so they're going around the Earth one time, right?
Yeah.
And then coming back down?
I think that, not sure, but I think it is over, or they're coming back.
They're on their way back?
Yeah, or something like that.
There's so much juice, man. There is so much stuff going on around this time.
I know, and it just came out of nowhere.
So close to Christmas.
And it seemed like after the debate, all this stuff came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know.
But like I was seeing about the VMAs, I'm sorry, I had to yawn real good. That was a great yawn. I'm not even gonna hold your back. I wasn't gonna even bring it up, but that yawn was great. Like if you ever have a yawn like that, you'll know exactly what I mean. That yawn ate. Anyways, it was a great time. Like these past couple of weeks have really like been so intriguing. The shows that are coming out, the things that have happened on television. There's so much more to come out too. Did you ever go see Beetlejuice?
Actually, I'm going to go see that Sunday.
Oh my God!
That's why I was asking you what time you was going to be back on Sunday.
I think I want to go see Beetlejuice on tomorrow when we get up there.
Well, my mom, she because it's like me, Tamara, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, and her cousin, and my cousin.
Come on, festival! Yeah, like, you invited me to it.
Yeah. So like, well, my mom, she bought an extra ticket for my brother, but he ain't responded yet. So she's like, "We got an extra ticket. So if you're back, by 1:30, you can come with us to see it."
I ain't gonna be back by then, and I'm probably gonna see it tomorrow. To be honest with you, when we get up there. I don't think we're going straight into the park just yet, but I think we're gonna go like do that day, and then the next day be at the park all day. It's gonna be a good time.
Who you going with?
I'm going with my cousin and his husband and my roommate.
Okay.
Yep, we're all going up there.
So, but yeah, so yeah, I can't wait. There's a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of shows.
Yes.
And like I said, it's funny how it's like after debate, as soon as it gets closer to the election, you start hearing all this stuff kind of creeping on back out.
Yes.
Now that the election's kind of getting a little stale from
it's getting stale. It just got woken the
well. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, what Harris did was absolutely incredible, and what kind of put new light on the election. But it's just tiring to hear the same old rant from Trump.
I know, but some news outlets got him winning. I'm like, what polls are y'all looking at? Because the ones I'm looking at is saying something different.
It's Fox News. They always be siding with the Republic. It's a Republican news station. Like,
I'd be so nervous about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, from what I've seen, and then the endorsement from Taylor Swift, I can honestly see her poll going up more. Because her baseline now, Beyonce comes out and endorses her, which she did actually, I think, during the DNC. So you got two of the biggest names of followers
in the world,
like,
and they both like, y'all better go with Kamala right now.
I don't know why you put that deep ass voice on that.
Me. Right now. Y'all better go with her right now.
But yeah, so yeah, I honestly do think it's about to get a whole lot crazier, and we'll see where it goes off.
Cause all we can do is see. I'm tired of seeing. I need them to be doing some that I'm looking at.
Well, I hope they don't set on some crazy precedents after
I know
the election. That's what I'm worried about. Like,
that's the dangerous part.
It was gonna be dangerous regardless on who
wins, yeah.
But it just,
we'll see what happens after. If we gonna be a pum and a powing, or are we gonna be good? Is this America still?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing too. All his
do I need to max out right now?
Talking about having signs, talking about, make America great again, and which he said during the debate. It's a very simple slogan. Thanks. I know, because it's about simple as you can make. It's a simple slogan you can make up.
Super confusing though.
But and then sitting there talking about fight. Take the America back. It's kind of like, damn, dude, like, you're just setting them up. Nobody's seeing it.
Mm-hmm. Not just that though, but like, we tired of hearing that. Like, it's make America great again. Like, it sounds like you are trying to say that how America has been is the worst it's ever been. Like, it's not. Like, this country came from things that I feel like he's trying to overturn with not just that, but with like just African American and colored people's rights, all colors.
Oh yeah,
like it's a lot that he's trying to overturn. That Project 2025 that they even brought up during the debate, and he was like, yeah, I'm no part of that. Like, that shit's that's severe type of things that she's saying, that accusing him of being a part of. Like,
oh yeah,
it's even going that big. Like, it's almost an actuality.
Yeah.
Like, we need to really consider our options, but we'll keep in touch and keep y'all informed on it. That's all we can do. When we find out the information, we'll let you know.
Oh yeah, we gonna report that.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna get off here, and next time we're gonna bring out some fresh stuff. So get ready for it. I'm your boy Javi, here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo.
And we out.
Peace.